In the year of 1950, India became republic country, and since then, since 8th of December 1950, the Indian Army's Service Corps, it was then named as the Royal Army Service Corps. The prefix of Royal was completely removed, and Army Service Corps came into existence. Since 8th of December 1950, Army Service Corps is celebrating its Rising Day. So, Indian Army has celebrated the 260th Army Service Corps Day yesterday, and this day was marked by Lieutenant General M.K.S. Yadav, who is the Director General of the Supplies and Transport, and Senior Colonel Commandant laying wreath at the National War Memorial, Delhi, along with similar events at the various Army Service Corps establishments across the country. To commemorate this occasion, a 260-kilometer ultra-run themed Run for Martyrs was organized from War Memorial Chandi Mandir to the National War Memorial, Delhi, from 4th to 8th of December 2020. The 13-member team, led by Lieutenant Colonel Inderjeet Singh, covered the distance in 4 days to promote the spirit of the Fit India movement. The run, which was flagged off by Lieutenant General R.P. Singh, Army Commander, Western Command, paid homage to our fallen soldiers at various war memorials en route at Ambala, Kunjpura and Motilal Nehru Sports School in Rai before they were flagging in by the Director General Supplies and Transport on 8th of December 2020 at the National War Memorial. Hello everyone, and welcome back for another interesting session and a very important informative session of the defense updates provided by SSB Crack Exams. I'm Hemant and I'm here back again to discuss these important updates with you. If in case you're preparing for various defense examinations like NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army, Indian Air Force, Airmen Group X, Group Y, Central Armed Police Forces, Assistant Commandant's examination, and also the various other examinations, Military Nursing Service and the Army Cadet College, please do subscribe to any particular course which will be very helpful from our particular app. SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. We provide you very important lecture content, thousands of study material, sample practice questions, quizzes, exercises, and also the mock tests that are taken into consideration, taking into the most important latest exam patterns. You can also follow us on all sorts of social media platforms and keep yourself updated with the important updates and the inputs regarding India and abroad. Beginning with the question of the day that I have asked on 8th of December 2020, that is yesterday, and the question that I asked was, which Indian Navy trainee got a chance to not only follow in the footsteps of his father but also get trained under him in the naval flight diving specialization? I repeat, which Indian Navy trainee got a chance to not only follow in the footsteps of his father but also get trained under him in the naval flight diving specialization in the Indian Navy? So this particular one was a very new update and it was recently seen in news. He is Jitendra Kumar. Jitendra Kumar has completed this course to be a flight diver on the naval helicopters after 21 weeks of the training with the Chetak helicopter at Kochi in Kerala. So his father is Master Chief Flight Diver Ramesh Kumar. So both his father carrying on the steps of his father, even he became a very important flight diver in the Indian Navy, we have to understand. So his father is Master Chief Flight Diver Ramesh Kumar. He is a diving instructor, the flight diving instructor in the Indian Navy. So his son has got trained directly under him, and this is considered to be a very rare circumstance that this thing happens. It is not very new that a father and a son are serving in the same sort of corps, but getting trained directly under the father is considered to be a very special update that we have to consider. So this particular one, we have to understand that Jitendra Kumar, he has graduated along with 12 other flight divers on September of 30 long back, and he has completed around 6 months of the basic training at Indian Naval Service INS Chilka establishment at Odisha. So he was provided with an opportunity to progress his training onwards to becoming a flight diver. Regarding that particular one, the complete training was given by his father directly, and it was a dream that he had nurtured after being inspired by his father. So that is it regarding this important question of the day, related details. And now we will begin with the important defense updates, and the first and foremost important information is what I was discussing with you in the introduction regarding the Rising Day of the Army Service Corps. Army Service Corps is considered to be a very important arm of the Indian Army, and they cater all of their needs and services to all sort of other branches and corps. This is considered to be the main branch of the Indian Army, and they do a lot of important work. So they carry their motto as Seva Asmakam Dharmaha. That means service is their utmost priority. And it was in the year of 1950, long back in 8th of December, India became a republic long back. So on 8th of December, that particular time, the royal prefix it was removed, and the Royal Army Service Corps, it was renamed as the Indian Army Service Corps. So since that day, Army Service Corps is celebrating its raising day. Okay, so on 8th of December 1967, then after around 17 years later, President Zakir Hussain at that time, he has presented the colors to this particular corps, and since then this corps is following its own colors, motto, and it has been given a lot of important updates regarding this, and it has also been providing important information even in the cases of 1971 war and various other operations post 1971 war. General M.M. Naravane and all the ranks of the Indian Army, they are wishing the best wishes to all ranks of the Army Service Corps on its raising day. Even SSB crack exams and each and every other citizen of this country and all the important army aspirants, they wish Army Service Corps a very happy raising day. Okay, going through now with the next update is regarding the Chief of Army Staff is now on a visit to the United Arab Emirates and also to the Kingdom of the Saudi Arabia. So he's visiting both of these countries in a 1-week visit from 9th to 14th of December 2020. And we have to understand that only the last 2 days, that means from 13th to 14th, only the last 2 days he will be spending time in the Kingdom of the Saudi Arabia, and the first and foremost time will always be spent in the United Arab Emirates. So this is considered to be the first ever visit by the head of the Indian Army to these two strategically important Gulf countries. And we have to understand that why is he visiting Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates? This is just regarding the improvement of the defense ties and signing up of the important military bilateral agreements, and in making up the various other aspects, let it be the open and inclusive Indo-Pacific region, or even the free trade, and also the various other important conclusive related matters, and making both the countries' bilateral relations as strong and secure as possible. So the matters regarding that are being discussed between all the three countries. And we have to understand that General M.M. Naravane is first visiting United Arab Emirates. We need to understand that UAE is interested very much in India's defense manufacturing hub. Few days back we were also discussing that UAE wants to buy the BrahMos missile from our country. So the talks regarding that might also be spoken up regarding this particular one. And we need to understand that Saudi Arabia is India's 4th largest trade partner after China, US and Japan. China is 1st largest, United States is 2nd largest, and Japan is 3rd largest trade partner. After that, Saudi Arabia is considered to be the 4th largest trade partner. So this very important Gulf countries visit by the Chief of Army Staff is considered to be a very crucial update, and the complete details regarding this visit and all the ones will be given on a time-to-time basis in the upcoming defense update session. So stay tuned with us. Going through with the next one is regarding the webinar with Brazil has concluded regarding the defense industry global outreach for collaborative partnership and expo. So this is the same thing because our Indian government has launched the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, and regarding that we need to become self-reliant in defense industry also, and there is a goal regarding the defense industry to increase their complete expenditure and all the way up to the $5 billion business market we need to create. So this is the main goal. So regarding that particular goal, India is carrying out webinars with various other countries, and in the previous webinars regarding the same theme, it is defense industry, Indian defense industry global outreach for collaborative partnership and expo. So this is the same theme. So it was held previously with the Qatar, United Arab Emirates, South Africa, even Saudi Arabia. So now it is time with Brazil. So mention in the comment section what all countries were involved in this particular defense industry global outreach webinar. So we need to understand that in this particular webinar, the special person who is talking this webinar was, the special address was given by Shri Anurag Bajpai, who is the Joint Secretary of the Department of Defense Production under the Ministry of Defense, and the High Commissioners of both the countries, Secretary of Brazil and senior MOD officials from both the sides have participated in this webinar, and they have spoken about multifaceted relationship and strategic partnership between the two countries. This webinar, it was attended by more than 150 delegates, more than 100 virtual exhibition stalls from various Indian defense companies, let them be both private or the Indian government related ones, all of them inclusive. They were set up in the expo, and this was considered to be a very fruitful affair from the defense production industry. Going through with the next important update is regarding China dispatching its warplanes in the Pakistan at a base that is very nearer to India. So both Pakistan and China are now involved in a military exercise, and that is Shaheen 9. Okay, Shaheen means eagle, or in that particular terminologies, as per their ones, we have to understand that China and Pakistan are now involved in the Shaheen 9 exercise. So we have to understand that this exercise has begun from 7th of December, when Chinese Air Forces troops, they have landed in the Pakistani air bases at the Bolari at Tata district in Sindh in the northeast of Pakistan's Karachi to participate in this China-Pakistan joint Air Force exercise. So this is a project within the 2020 cooperation plan of the two militaries, and we have to understand that this exercise is being conducted when India is having very fragile relationships with both the countries, and China and Pakistan going hand in hand and creating military drills is a clear explanation that they are trying to create a havoc, and they are trying to maintain their status quo regarding maintaining some sort of enmity with India. But Indian government and the defense forces, the Indian defense companies are completely aware of this particular situation, and our armed forces and military contingents are always ready for any kind of situation to get back to them, whatever might be the case. Going through now with the next important update is regarding the Indian Navy is going to receive the Smash innovative fire control systems from Smart Shooter company, which is based in Israel. So they will be completely mounted. So this particular one is a Smart Shooter system, and this is considered to be the Smash 2000 plus fire control system. This will be installed on AK-47 or 103 rifles. So this is a unique one-shot, one-hit capability it has, and it allows the operator to quickly and effectively neutralize any ground or airborne target, manned or unmanned. As noted by the company, the Smart Shooter Smash 2000 Plus fully complies with the Indian needs and shall significantly improve soldiers' accuracy and speed of hitting targets and shooting down threats, hence dramatically increasing each soldier's confidence in any combat scenario and making operational effectiveness. Smash is a combat-proven fire control solution that ensures each round finds its target with a unique one-shot, one-hit capability. Smash allows the operator to neutralize any ground or airborne target quickly and effectively, manned or unmanned. Smash 2000 Plus includes the Smash Fire Control Solutions full feature set with an additional advanced counter UAS mode, which provides accurate hard kill capability against drones or any static or moving ground targets. It is designed to give soldiers a decisive tactical edge in almost every operational scenario, and Smash 2000 Plus is ideal for border security bases and strategic facilities protection. Going through now with the next important update, and the final update is regarding that the passing out parades. There are 4 important passing out parades being conducted on 12th of December 2020, 3 days from now. So the passing out parades will be conducted at Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, Officers Training Academy, Gaya, the Cadets Training Wing of the Military College of Electronics and Mechanical Engineers in Secunderabad, and the Cadets Training Wing of the College of Military Engineering in Pune. So all of these important passing out parades will be live on 12th of December 2020. Remember the time and the complete details regarding that are already given. So on 12th of December 2020, we might have a special separate session on these passing out parades, and we will know a very brief detail about these particular academies and what did they give to this country, and the complete details regarding that will be given on 12th of December. So stay tuned for this important, lucrative and very informative session. Going through now, we will have a very quick review of the topics we have discussed by going through some of the most important questions. So the first and foremost question is on 8th of December 1967, the first colors of the Army Service Corps were presented by which president of our country? They were presented by option A, Zakir Hussain Khan. Okay, so President Zakir Hussain has presented the colors for the Army Service Corps on 8th of December 1967 for the first time. Going through now with the next question is India's 4th largest trade partner is, it is option C, Saudi Arabia. India's first largest trade partner is China, second largest trade partner is United States, third largest trade partner is Japan, and fourth largest trade partner is Saudi Arabia. Going through now with the next question is Defense Institute of High Altitude Research, Dihar, it is located in what place? It is located in option B, Leh in Ladakh. Going through with the next question is Joint Air Force Exercise Shaheen Eagle 9, it is between which two nations? This particular Joint Air Force exercise, it is conducted between China and Pakistan. Going through now with the next question is Indian Navy is going to receive the Smash innovative fire control systems from Smart Shooter company, which is based in what? It is based in Israel. Okay, Smart Shooter is a company. It is based in Israel. That is it regarding these important questions. Now we will have the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is which country soldiers will take part in the large-scale military parade celebrating Azerbaijan's victory in the Nagorno-Karabakh war victory in Baku on Thursday? I repeat, which country soldiers will take part in the large-scale military parade celebrating Azerbaijan's victory in the Nagorno-Karabakh war victory in Baku on Thursday? Baku is the capital of Azerbaijan. So, in the Nagorno-Karabakh war, which has done in the Euro of 2020 very recently, Azerbaijan has had victory from Armenia and it has acquired lot of territories from so this is considered to be a very, very crucial, important update. So regarding that particular one, so Azerbaijan has had a victory in that and it has acquired a lot of territory. So it is celebrating this particular one on Thursday. Thursday means tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow it is celebrating this important parade. So to this particular parade, Azerbaijan's parade, which country, which important strategic country will be participating in this victory parade? Okay, so the complete answers regarding this and the detail regarding that I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exams. Subscribe to this channel. Download the Android app from Google Play Store. Always stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling, be confident. Jai Hind.